Page 392. What does that mean? Are they closing the doors? My scalp prickles as I sit in palpitant anticipation. The seat next to me is only unoccupied one in the 16-seat cabin. The plane jolts as it pulls away from the gate, and I breathe a sigh of relief, but feel a faint tingle of disappointment too. Not Christian for 4 days. I take a sneak at my BlackBerry. From Christian Grey. Subject: enjoy it while you can. Dear Miss Steele, I know what you're trying to do, and trust me, you've succeeded. Next time you'll be in a cargo hold, bound and gagged in a crate. Believe me when I say the attending to you in that state will give so much pleasure than more upgrading your ticket. I look forward to your return, Christian Grey, palm twitching CEO. Holy crap. That's the problem with Christian's humour. I can never be sure if he's joking or if he's seriously angry. I suspect on this occasion he's seriously angry. Subtitiously, so that the flight attendant can't see, I type a reply under the blanket. From Anastasia Steele. Subject: joking? You see, I have no idea if you're joking, and if you're not, then I'll think I'll stay in Georgia. Crates are a hard limit for me. Sorry I made you mad. Tell me you forgive me. A. From Christian Grey. Subject: joking. How can you be email? Aren't you risking the life of everyone on board, including yourself, by using your BlackBerry? I think this contravenes one of the rules. Christian Grey. Two palms twitching CEO. Two palms! I put my BlackBerry away, sit back while the plane taxis to the runway and pulls off the tattered copy of Tess. Some light reading for the journey. Once we're airborne, I tip my seat back and soon I'm drifting off to sleep. The flight attendant wakes me as we start a descent into Atlanta. Local time is 5:45 a.m, but I've only had 4 hours sleep or so. I feel groggy, but grateful for the glass of orange juice she hands me. I glance nervously at my BlackBerry. There are no further emails from Christian. Well, it's nearly 3 in the morning in Seattle, and he probably wants to discourage me from screwing up the avionics system or whatever the plane's plane from flying if mobile phones are switched on. The wait in Atlanta is only an hour, and again, I'm luxurious in the confines of the first-class lounge. I'm tempted to curl up and go back to sleep on one of the plush, inviting couches that sink softly under my weight, but it will not be long enough. To keep myself awake, I start a long stream of conscious emailing to Christian on my laptop. From Anastasia Steele. Subject: do you like to scare me? You know how much I dislike you spending money on me. Yes, you are very rich, but it still makes me uncomfortable, like you pay me for sex. However, I like travelling first class. It's such more civilised than coach, so thank you. I mean it, and I did enjoy the massage from Jean Paul. He was very gay. I omitted that bit in my email to you to wind you up because I was annoyed with you, and I'm sorry about that. But as usual, you overreact. You can't write things like that to me. Bound and gagged in a crate? Were you serious? Or was it a joke? That scares me. You scare me. And I'm completely caught up in the spell, considering a lifestyle with you that I didn't even know existed until last week. And then you write something like that, and I want to run screaming into the hills. I won't, of course, because I'd miss you, really miss you. I want us to work, but I'm terrified of the depth of feeling I have for you and the dark path you're leading me down. What were you offering is so erotic and sexy, and I'm curious, but I'm also scared you'll hurt me physically and emotionally. After 3 months, you could say goodbye, And where would that leave me if you do? But then I suppose the risks is there in any relationship. This isn't just some sort of relationship I have ever engaged, having especially at my first. It's a huge leap of faith for me. You were right, but you said I didn't have a submissive bone in my body, and I agree with you now. Having said that, I want to be with you, and if that's what I have to do, I would try. But I think I'll stuck at and end up black and blue. And I don't relish the idea at all. I'm so happy that you said that you'll try more. I just think about what more means to me, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted some distance. You dazzle me so much, I find it difficult to think clearly when we're together. They're calling my flight. I have to go. More later. And at yours, Anna. I press send and make my plea to the departure gate to board a different plane. This one has 6 seats in first class, and once we're in the air, I curl up under my soft blanket and fall asleep. All too soon I'm woken by a flight attendant offering me some more orange juice as we begin our approach to Savannah International. I slip slowly, beyond fatigued, and allow myself to feel a modium of excitement. I'm going to see my mother for the first time in 6 months. Sneaking another covert look at my BlackBerry, I remember vaguely that I sent a large rambling email to Christian. But that's nothing in response. It's 5 in the morning in Seattle. Hopefully he's still asleep and not up playing for Morphle Lamets on his piano.